Hi, Dryden. My name's Alan Lee, for those of you that don't know who I am. I teach biology and forensic science at the high school, and I wanted to share with you guys some technology tools to use moving forward. And I put together this website with some technology tools with the help of some of my colleagues, including Cheryl Coble as well. And so I wanted to just go through the website and show you a little bit how to navigate through it and maximize your um, experience. So here we go. I'm going to shrink me. So when you get to the website, you're going to notice that there is right at the top your Google stuff. So Google Classroom, Google Office, Google Meet, Google Sites. And so if you click on each one of those, it will take you to another page. And when you get to that other page, you'll notice that there are some videos from YouTube that go through a lot of just different information and just more stuff to help you maximize what you can do with Google Classroom. And I even learned something from pretty much each and every one of these videos that I didn't even know before. So it's really good to take a look. I included some parent and student resources as well, if you wanted to just pull those to give to the kids or to the parents and send them that way. I incorporated some Google Calendar stuff in here with Google Classroom. So there's a little bit of everything. I tried to put a little bit of everything there. And then you can click up here to go back to home. I believe you can also click hashtag Lion Pride over here to come back to the screen. And there's something for doc slides, sheets, and forms. So how to do all of that kind of stuff in here. Google Meet in here, and Google Sites. If you're wanting to make a website, you can do that there. Then you come down here to screen recorders and Chrome extensions. Everybody should check out a Chrome extension video. Chrome extensions will just totally help you in so many different ways. It'll allow you to work smarter and not harder. And I have some Chrome extensions up here that I like to use constantly, so they're up here in my toolbar. So take a look at those. Take a look at the screen recorders. I'm using Loom right now, which I prefer over Screencastify, and only because I tend to go over 5 minutes because I talk too much. So it just allows me to record a video in one take and be done with it. Oftentimes with Screencastify, I'm just recording and then I keep going over 5 minutes and have to go back and do it again. So it just saves me time. But Screencastify is a little bit more sophisticated, I think. It has a little bit more cool bells and whistles and stuff. So a lot of people, if you can fit it in 5 minutes, they tend to like that. So your screen recorders are in there too. And then the next thing is Bitmoji. Bitmoji is just a craze right now. I belong to a Facebook group called the Bitmoji Craze for Educators. And a lot of people are making Bitmoji classrooms through Google Slides and putting links embedded in that slide as their classroom to kind of make it more engaging for your students. It's a little more on the elementary, middle school level, and not so much high school, but I have also seen high school teachers using it as well. I'm using it to make a Google Classroom banner, just to kind of make my Google Classroom banner a little bit different than what Google gives you. And they're super fun to make. So I did that just to have a good time and have fun. And then the next thing is Seesaw. Seesaw is something I believe the kindergarten and pre-K kids are using. But I know that other levels can use it as well. We've got other tech tools. So this is kind of like, I just kind of put a whole bunch on one particular page. And this one works a little bit different. So if you click up here, it will take you to the other tech tools page, which you can also get to up here in the menu. But it basically is going to go through a whole bunch of different tech tools: how to teach remotely with Padlet, how to use Pear Deck, how to use Nearpod, um, Edpuzzle, Whiteboard.fi, which is a cool virtual whiteboard that you can use, or you can go to Google Jamboard, Nucella, Adobe Spark, Flipgrid, Storyboard that, how to make a podcast. So there's like all kinds of things. And you're going to notice that I use this guy right here, Sam Carey, a lot. He has been my PD this summer. He is amazing. He's a teacher, but he also just is so good with technology in the classroom, and his videos are very well done, very thorough, to the point, but they're only about 10 or 15 minutes. So a lot of them are just still short enough to take a quick peek at something and say, you know what, I think I can use that, or I don't know if I can use that or not, but he's just really good. And he's got a whole YouTube channel that has even more videos than this. I just kind of pulled out some of the really good ones. There's what else is there? There's this paper, Delta Math, Doc Hub, Equatio, which is something for math teachers to do all their formulas and all those types of things digitally. MobiMax, which is curriculum stuff. Smart Music for the music teachers. Launch Legends, which is more curriculum. Linktree, Problematic. Unsplash and Pixabay, which is where you can get pictures that are copyright free. Tall Tweets, which is where you can go and make a GIF image, an animated GIF. And Mail2Link, where you can basically type in a subject and a body, put your email address in there, and it creates a link so that when kids and parents click on it, it fills everything out for you already, and all they really have to do is put in a body for the email. So all of that is there. And so that's other tech tools. Now, if you click on any of these actual links right here under other tech tools, or if you come over here and click them here as well, it will take you directly to the website itself. So if I click right here, it's going to take me to Unsplash, which is very high definition images, high resolution images that you can use in like Google slide presentations or something like that. They have tons of them. So that's that. So I encourage you to kind of click around and take a good look at some of these things. And then underneath that is some of the other major players in the tech tool world. And that would be Remind 101, which is the Remind text, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with at this point. I have a page on academic games, Kahoot, Quizlet Live quizzes, and then this new one that I found over the summer called BuzzIn.live, which makes anything an online buzzer system. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it was something that struck my interest. And if you haven't done quizzes yet, you should definitely check out quizzes. It's kind of new, and a lot of educators actually prefer quizzes now over Kahoot. So take a look at that. And then I tried to put in some of the stuff that I knew about the elementary curriculum support, like Zern for Math and Amplify Reading. There wasn't a lot out there for these things, but I did find some stuff. And then Class Dojo, which is a behavior management system. I know if we're not really in the classroom and we're virtual, this may not be as useful, but it's definitely fun, and it's been around for a while, and it has a really good reputation. The secondary level curriculum support, so we've got Reflex Math, we've got the Lexia reading, and then we have Gizmos for science and math as well. I have a link to the Edmentum, which is the Play-Doh stuff that have online curriculums on demand. This is more for the middle school and the high school. I've got some stuff on Doceri and Notability. If you've got an iPad, this is some useful stuff there. This is a class link, and this goes to a bunch of apps that you can access that have a bunch of different resources. It's kind of a one-stop hub. when you see the app, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have a subscription to it or that it's totally free or something like that, but it's just kind of a hub that just kind of has everything, including Brain Pop, which I think for definitely the elementary and middle school level is super cool. So that's there. And then I think on the page I have like some information on how you actually log in. And then you'll see here are all the apps, and then here's Brain Pop right here, YouTube, Pandora, Fet Labs, TeacherTube, a lot of different things. So that's there. And then the very last thing at the bottom that I have is something that was given to me free as I was scrolling through TikTok all summer long, and I figured I might as well pick all this stuff up before TikTok gets banned, if and when it gets banned. So, but this is a really great cheat sheet as well. And so if you click it and you open it up, there is, it's a Google Doc, and it has a bunch of links to a bunch of YouTube videos. And they're all done by this guy called Taylor Tarver from Tarver Academy. And he's got all kinds of things like intro to Google Docs, create a doc, citation tools, voice dictation. Like he's got all these other extra things that you can do with all of these Google platforms that we have. And then he's got some YouTube stuff, where to go for some different subjects and things like that. Resources to make your life easier. He's made a whole bunch of resources that you can use. I know that he has like quote of the day bell ringers, and he's got a curriculum map template, like a whole bunch of stuff. And then full trainings and Q&As. I mean, he's got like hour-long videos too, if you really want to go that route as well. So he's got a lot of stuff there. It's a real big cheat sheet kind of thing. Good stuff. So you'll notice that to get to some of the other pages, you have to actually click. Like I don't have a Bitmoji up here. You just have to click over here, the Bitmoji, or the Bitmoji. You should be able to click something up here. So Bitmoji, click there, and it'll take you to the Bitmoji site that I have, and then you can see all the different videos and what they're doing. This video is actually pretty long. It's 40 minutes, but it basically goes through the whole like tutorial on the fundamentals on how to make a Bitmoji classroom. And then here's some other stuff that you can do. You can make your Bitmojis talk. So there's tons of things. You can add sound effects to Google Slides. So there's just all kinds of stuff there. So that's that. And then this is the new EdTech classroom with the Sankari guy. You'll notice like he's just got tons and tons of videos that you can watch that are they're all just so good. I can't recommend him enough. So that's pretty much it. That is your quick little tutorial. I hope that it was a quick little tutorial on how to use this website and get the most out of it. I hope that this helps. You can find something on here that you feel like you can use in your class with your kids remotely, virtually, even when they're in the classroom with you. Like we can count that as a success. So everybody have a great year, and just we can do this. #Lion Pride.